Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Good job. Well, we are wrapping up the end of week 5 for you. How are you feeling?
I am feeling pretty good. I definitely thought I had a lot lower energy on Tuesday, even though I think we're realizing it's from the belief that I had that my radiation went up every time.
You're just pulling hair off and putting it on me?
I'm pulling so much hair out right now. But
I love how you're pulling it out and then you decided to put it on me because I want it.
Okay. What was the question?
You were saying you think that you were tired, but maybe you weren't as tired as you thought you were.
Because I was under the illusion that that radiation went up every week, but I didn't realize it was a compound effect, and it's technically not going up every week, but I had this odd thing that every week when it quote unquote went up,
you're gonna be tired.
Totally. So I'm obviously a good candidate for the placebo effect of any trial.
Well, it's also a really great example of just how powerful beliefs are.
Yeah.
And there's been so many studies to show efficacy of that, and just how much beliefs can go into people's, not just in health, but in any aspect of life, really.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really shedding today.
No, you're not just shedding. You're pulling it out and putting it on me. Okay, so aside from shedding and realizing that you're believing yourself to being tired, anything else new and exciting for you?
This week?
Yeah.
The Olympics. I've been fascinated by the Olympics. I love that the Olympics have been happening while I've been undergoing treatment because I don't know, it's just inspiring. And it's inspiring to watch like the countries root for, you know, their like country, but they're also rooting for other people and other people to win, and it just it's a cute reminder of humanity.
It is. It's really remarkable too when you see some of these countries that, gosh, you hear about the stories they're going through poverty, going through a war, going through all the things they've had to do to be able to show up and compete, and it's just, everyone in their own way has had their Mount Olympus to climb, or Mount Everest they've had to ascend to get there, and I think it's a beautiful metaphor for you and the ascent that you're making right now.
Yes. Because I also would like to do Mount Everest.
Did that go over your head?
A little bit.
Okay, well, we'll skip metaphors and we'll keep with direct talk. What's
Perfect.
2 + 2 equal?
4.
Good job.
Hallelujah.
All right, we just want to do a check. We were talking about maybe some things that we might mention. What are some, now you're, really going on almost 3 months since all this happened, 2 months since being home. What are some lifestyle changes or behaviors that you've made, and is there anything that you feel you've made it for the better, or is there anything that you've missed? What do you think?
Well, my social media and internet has gone significantly down because I'm terrified of like EMFs, and even though I think there was countless studies that saying that had no bearing about brain cancer. And then my diet, my diet, I'm mostly on a ketogenic diet. I feel like mine's maybe a little bit more flexible, still like organic, mostly fat, moderate protein, and what little not vegetables, but what little carbohydrates I have is like lettuce and tomatoes, everything that you made. You should probably do this part because I'm not even in the kitchen.
No,
whatever I eat, or like whatever you bring to me.
Among my many new hats I wear, I have been educating myself how to be a Michelin chef, and with a specialty in cooking all the foods that you read about and you hear about podcasts that are anti-cancer foods, and ones that have been shown to have different interactions with different forms of cancer in laboratory settings or in mice settings, and then turn those into a very presentable, lovely to look at and delicious tasting thing, because Amanda, prior to all this, was very picky in the sense of if it wasn't highly processed and just absolute crap. She didn't want to eat it. So
If it wasn't mac and cheese, I don't want it.
yeah, mac and cheese. I used to try to make dinners for her, and she'd sit there and look at it and then want pizza. Now she still kind of does that sometimes, but she'll eat it because she's eating for her life instead of for
Right.
the satisfaction of just having some mac and cheese.
Right. And I haven't actually craved mac and cheese.
Of course not. It's going to be completely different for you.
Okay.
Just like when I stopped eating sugar, you create a different association to it. That's what I've told you so many times. Change is not hard. The hard thing about change is finding reasons to change.
Okay.
Right? We run around saying, oh, it's so hard to change, it's so hard to change. It's not so hard to change. What's hard to change is finding a reason to change. You have a reason to change now.
A big one.
A really big one, which is why it's so much simpler to move into this and not even crave mac and cheese, which before that was your love language.
My love language was not mac and cheese. It was just
top ramen. Okay, you're right.
processed food.
Yeah. If you didn't have a TV dinner every other night and God knows what else, it was just
Right.
something you were sick.
Right.
So, changing of nutrition quite a bit. Any other big behavioral changes you've made?
I sleep a lot more.
Why did you tell them? I think what you said was a really poignant thing. You told a doctor a couple weeks ago that you're sleeping more, but you said there's a reason why.
Just less stressed out. There's, I don't have a lot of obligations right now because, I don't have work and I'm not seeing friends right now. So there's so much time to sleep or just rest. And so far, that's been doing well.
Yeah, she told one of her doctors that she's sleeping more because she has the time, and we all kind of laughed at it and then made the comment, how fucked up is it that you have to have this kind of diagnosis to feel like you have time to actually sleep. And by sleeping more, Amanda's sleeping consistently 8, sometimes a little bit over than that, hours of sleep, which is what every single pretty much health study will suggest that average adult should get, is approximately that. It's just that we've busied ourselves so much being busy. We've created these lifestyles that are so high stressed, high strung, go, and the pressure of it to sustain that is that if we don't do that, somehow we're not enough, we're not successful enough, we're not good enough, whatever that is.
Well, also I think too, scrolling on social media, and I do think that I don't scroll on social media as a comparison. I've always been like moderately good about that. Really?
Yeah, because I think one of the more profound things I remember you saying that first night after the biopsy came back was you're sitting up in bed telling your friends and family, oh, there goes some more hair, how much of your life...
I'm like LeBron James. But in the chalk.
It's just your hair.
It's just my
You're going to have as much hair as him, too, if you keep pulling at it the way you are. But you were telling them, I walked in right as you were saying, I spent so much of my life comparing myself to others. And I realized like how much of that was just bullshit and a waste of time.
Well, yes and no, because I don't think that I'm not a competitive person in general. And I don't have to have someone be less successful than me than to be, what am I trying to say?
You're not that person, Amanda, who's ever going to put somebody down.
Yes.
I think when you were comparing yourself to others, it was never about diminishing their
Right,
significance.
right.
It was more about diminishing yours.
That.
You were both celebrating them, but then demeaning yourself. And I think that was where the comparison came from.
Right.
And
I guess that's what I mean by social media, in the sense of I don't look on social media like, oh, why doesn't this person have that, or well, I don't have this, or why don't I have that, or whatever. I don't feel like
How you got the ultimate one on social media? Got brain cancer? No, not many people got that. Now when people are scrolling,
I'm like, how rare of a diagnosis can we get? Okay.
Now when people are scrolling,
Oh.
they don't hold a candle to you.
No, not really, because I have somehow found the people with glioblastoma
There's some out
in
there.
my feed, and we're all doing quite well. So social, like seeing or
So you've limited
social media.
Cool.
And we're back.
We'll wrap it up here because I can see. So one of the things that has been happening as we just wrap this up, is with it being in a week 5, one of the side effects they had said may happen is because the radiation targets the part of the brain where Amanda had her surgery on, and it can create some inflammation and swelling there. They had said that it was possible that she would start to have some minor short-term cognitive deficits similar to what she had right after surgery. And we have seen that more so in the last couple weeks. Finding words is getting a little bit harder, a little bit more forgetful. Today, a little bit of stumbling, but I think that might just been from fatigue. But overall,
it's actually because the stumbling happened because I didn't expect the U.S. to almost lose the men's basketball. I am like losing my voice because I was screaming at the top of my lungs for the U.S. men's basketball team, Steph Curry. Oh, I'm a Golden State Warrior fan.
And I can vouch for that because I'm losing my hearing having sat right next to you while you were screaming.
I was so happy.
But, you know, those things aside, consistently getting stronger, consistently improving, it's really quite remarkable to watch you heal and to see the progress you're making.
I hope so.
Anything else to say?
I don't know, because you're already like wrapping me up. So.
Well, we got time. We got stuff we got to go to after this.
Okay. Where? We're going to go anywhere.
On a webinar.
Okay. Okay. I guess so.
Did you have something else you could say? You put it in there. Say something.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I'm positive.
You're not going to say when we wrap this up, oh, I wish I would have said this.
Go Team USA. That's about it.
Okay. As always, thank you everybody for being on this journey with us, your continued love and support, your prayers, your good energy, your well wishes, your love that you're sending our way daily. It truly is the foundation for which we begin, end, and build our days around. And I really, truly believe that Amanda's doing as well as she is in large part because of the constant love and good energy you all are sending our way. So thank you so much for that, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.